Hello, everybody. I'm just going to get started. This is going to be mostly a video instead of anything else. I'd expect more TikTok viewers to be coming in than anything. So, today's topic of discussion, everybody. Herschel Guy Beahm. I've got the NBC's news article pulled up here. We're going to go through and look at it together. We're going to speak about the inappropriate behavior he is accused of. We are going to look into the states that he was in. We're going to try and find the state that the person he was contacting in. We're going to learn the age of consent in those states. And we're going to try to figure out why he was acquitted of all of these crimes. Cool. Now that we got into it, or now that we went over what we're talking about, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, I'm going to start by saying I went recently and I saw his YouTube stream pop up. He was playing with a player called TSM_Vis. And Dr. Disrespect had 9,800 something viewers live. He also has 4.4 million subscribers. Let's get the exact number. I got it right over here. Let's get the exact number. Let's see. Control F, subscribers. Where is it? They tell us in here how many subscribers he has. I saw it earlier, people. It's 4.4 million. I'm going to pull up his YouTube. 4.4 million subscribers, okay, people? Which is crazy when you actually think about it. 4.36 million subscribers on YouTube. He was permanently banned on Twitch in June 2020. Okay, let's go through the article. His real name is Herschel Guy Beahm. Oh, here we go. 4 million followers on Twitch. He also posted his own statement on Twitter, which we're going to look at. And he admitted to having inappropriate conversations with a person who was not at the age of consent. So, he states right here, start quote, that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, end quote. They were through Twitch Whispers with an individual minor back in 2017. Were there real intentions behind the messages? He said no. But that's what everybody says when they're about to get caught. They say absolutely not. Let's look back when he cheated on his wife. When did Disrespect cheat on his wife? He was like 32 or something like that. He was unfaithful to his wife in December 2017. He then took a 2-month break to focus on his family. So that was in 2017. He then has this issue. What's the date of it? I want to be absolutely correct. June 2019, bro. 2 years later, he's caught up in a whole other thing. So he cheats on his wife in 2017. Comes back after a 2-month break. 1 year goes by, a year and change. And now everybody thinks he's getting banned because he broadcasted from the men's bathroom in 2019 when he actually had his ban because of inappropriate whispers through the Twitch whisper system. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Beahm says nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. Never even met the individual. Did I lose my TikTok chat? I lost my TikTok chat, guys. Hold on. Absolutely crazy. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed because he got caught before they could be committed. He went through a lengthy arbitration process, and Twitch ended up paying out his contract, people. Twitch paid his multi-million-dollar contract out and kept him banned. So it was big enough for Twitch to keep him banned, not big enough for him to get arrested, and still big enough for the government to force Twitch to pay out the contract that they had with them so that there would be no legal actions to follow. Crazy, 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 crazy. Twitch has not publicly commented on the issue, and it never immediately responded on it while all this was happening. Let's keep that in mind. No representatives of Beahm wanted to comment, who is Dr. Disrespect. Let's keep remembering that. And all the attention around him created his company that he had started. Let's find the company. Midnight Studio. Ended up parting ways with him, actually. We get into that a little bit later. Ban began on a Friday. Twitch employee Cody Connors here. He goes and he makes a statement because he had access to the whispers. He was able to read them as an employee. He got banned because he got caught sexting a minor. Quoted. Start quote. He got banned because he got caught sexting a minor. End quote. NBC News. From somebody who worked at Twitch and had access to the conversations, this is what they are saying about Dr. Disrespect. The powers that could be read is what he says. So he is absolutely under the impression that this is inappropriate to the extent that he should be banned indefinitely and it should have had legal action. Beahm denies the allegations, saying, I didn't do anything wrong. This has all been probed and settled. Nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found. Okay, so let's start here. Let's start looking at age of consent in these states, right? Right here. Dr. Disrespect was in California at the Los Angeles Convention Center during the E3 conference in 2019. Okay? So in 2019, he was in California. We can't assume that these messages were sent while he was in California. The age of consent in California is 18. So it had to have been somewhere around there. We can't look into where the minor's location was. And I don't know if they would consider the age of consent from the minor's location as well. We have no idea. There is nothing public about this. So, anyone under the age of 18 in the state of California, we'll go by that. Meaning he was probably talking to a 17-year-old. Wonderful. Right here, age of consent, 18. He was talking to a 17-year-old, presumably. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. By the Monday afternoon, so all this happened on a Friday. By the Monday, his game studio, Midnight Studio, or Midnight Society, parted ways with him. Robert Bowling wrote in his own statement online, quote, if you inappropriately message a minor, I cannot work with you. Period. I promised to only act on facts, and he did. So this guy, who was the co-founder of Midnight Society, Dr. Disrespect Studio, said he can only work with the facts, and the facts that he has available to him are that he is no longer able to work with Herschel Guy Beahm because of the inappropriate messages. Period. He, out of everybody, would probably have the most information. Right? Right. Oh, let's continue. He said he didn't want to jeopardize the culture of his studio. Cool. Whatever. Quote, I should have never so he goes and he talks about the conversation here again. He goes, start quote, I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll beep. Own. My own beep. This was stupid, he wrote. Don't get it, beep, mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels. Social media is a destruction zone. He's no beep, 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 beep. I don't know what I can say on here. If you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of beep, that's fine. But he's not going anywhere. Okay. I'd also like to note that we have several government agencies. The VFW, let me go and find them all. The VFW, American Legion, and what was the last one called? The last one was called Frost. Let me see. Let me go and type this out real quick. Wait, what did I hit? What agencies did I say support disrespect? Let's find this again so I'm not speaking off of bad information. I don't want to have wrong information, so we're going to do this absolutely appropriately. American Legion and Frost something. All support him. If you go on the TikTok of the VFW and you look at the people, let's just do it. I can't do it. I got to be careful about the things that I search up right now. Nope, you know what? Let's do it. VFW, let's go to the VFW's Twitter. Because we're going to find 90% of veterans are his audience. The VFW supports him, the VA supports him, Regiment Gaming supports him, Combat Tested Gaming supports him, and Frostwall Gaming all support Dr. Disrespect. Like, immensely. The numbers of the people who come from these organizations, which are meant for veterans veterans with mental health issues to get into gaming to help fix themselves and help get in a more positive state. These agencies are loaded with people who support this guy. So all I'm seeing is that there's 4.4 million people who support a dude who had inappropriate conversations with a minor. And that needs to seriously be looked at. Because all of these people are wrong, bro. They're wrong. And their biggest argument is he was acquitted of all charges, and it's absolutely disgusting to hear so many people, 4.4 million people saying the same thing. He was acquitted of all charges. That's it. He publicly stated he had inappropriate conversations with a minor. He publicly said it himself. He publicly said it himself. And nothing happened. And the public is not allowed to know what was spoken on, or what was spoken about between the two individuals because a minor was involved. Absolutely disgusting.